So my grandfather is dead, but right before he died, he left me with a trinket, a token, something that he used to call his good luck coin. I always keep it with me. Oh yeah, here it is. It's this. I know you might be thinking that this is a coin that looks like it could be purchased from illusionist.com for $5, but no, that's not the case. This is a coin my grandfather had in his pocket when he met my grandmother and they made my mother. Coincidentally, I also had this coin in my pocket when my uncle took me inside of the game room closet. Now, the reason I bring up this coin is because it brings me good luck. As a matter of fact, it might help me with the following trick. Sir, ma'am, sir, please select any card that you want. Let's say they pick this one over here. I go Great Eye. Great Eye, Samantha. Please remember that card. I'll tell you what, it's not going to matter because for this trick, well, I'm going to leave your card face up in the middle of the deck. Now, I know what you might be thinking, right? Oh, if you put the card in the middle of the deck like this, it's very easy for me to find. And that's the truth. It is very easy for me to find until I shuffle the cards face up into face down. So if I mix the deck face up into face down just like this, you notice that now it's going to become a little bit harder for me to find your card because we have cards going in every single direction. We have cards going back to back. We have cards going back to face. We even have cards going face to back, right? Who would have thought that one up? I'll tell you what, why don't you hold your little hand out? Yes, hold it out just like a table. Perfect. I'm going to place the deck in your hand and place your other hand on top. Wonderful. Now, we're actually going to use my grandfather's coin for this. You're going to have to pretend that Samantha's actually here. So I reach into my pocket and guess what? The coin's gone. As a matter of fact, they could play the dirty game of reaching into my pocket themselves and see that the coin is actually gone. Now here, I tell everyone, don't move. Don't move a muscle. Watch. Lift your hand first. Of course, Samantha's going to have her hand on top of the deck. And I just lift all the cards. And notice, we have a coin. We have the lucky coin. And it's actually found one card. No, you don't think it's actually found. Yes, that's right, my friend. It's found your card, the 10 of hearts. But not only that, see, look, if I just tap that coin on the rest of the deck, see what happens there? Look, all the cards go back to the same direction. Oh boy, talk about luck. I know what you might be thinking to yourself, sitting there in your parents' basement with Dorito-crusted fingers. Whoa, that's very challenging. And yes, it is very challenging. However, it's not challenging if you join the PigCake Magic Academy. That's right, $5 a month gets you access to over 1,000 videos. And I don't stop posting. You might think, oh look, once I've posted 1,000 videos or more so, I'm gonna stop posting. No, that's not the way the PigCake Magic Academy works. Every week, I post 4 new videos on the actual academy. So you get a wealth of tutorials that you'll never actually go through. It's impossible for you to look through all the content. There's no way, it's impossible. You have to put so much effort to go through all the content, and I keep uploading every single week. If you join the Mentalism Academy, that's $10 a month. $10 a month. What is that? 2 Starbucks refreshers with acai strawberry? Come on, come on. It's better to learn magic through this guy than actually go to Starbucks and pay $10 for an acai refresher. You know what's a refresher? The PigCake Magic Academy. So go ahead and check it. The link is in the description below. For this trick, you're going to be palming a coin the entire time that you're doing a triumph routine, which might be a little bit challenging, but there is some covers that allow you to actually get away with this in the context of doing the triumph routine. Now, triumph, if you guys aren't familiar with that particular type of trick, it's a trick where you mix the cards face up and face down, and then ultimately one card ends up face down amongst the rest of the fixed deck, and that is the participant's card. In this case, we're adding a little bit of a coin, a little bit of a twist. Now, I recommend using a weathered coin, maybe some sort of $50, not a pirate coin from illusionist.com that could easily be sourced for however much they sell it for. That might actually lose its mystique. But if you have a coin like a silver dollar that has a little bit of wear and tear on it, you could use that for this particular trick. So you show the ladies that you do in fact jiggle jiggle. You're going to show them the coin and then you're going to place it in your pocket. But really, you're not. You're going to take the coin and put it right back into finger palm position right over here. My favorite position, as a matter of fact. Now here with this hand, you're going to spread the cards, still holding onto the coin, and have the participant touch whichever card they want. Now for this trick, you're going to show them the card. The reason for that is because in a moment, you're going to take the card and place it face up into the deck. Now I'm just lifting up a couple cards here. I'm placing their card in the middle because in a moment, what I'm going to do is the Tenkai reversal move. Now what I like about this is that we're saving having to do a more difficult move in the half pass by just using this card face up. Now the justification is that if I put this card in the middle of the deck, well yeah, obviously it's going to be very easy to find. However, if I mix the cards face up and a face down, it's going to be a little bit harder to find your card. So here all I'm doing is that I'm pressing, but as I'm pressing, I'm actually lifting up so that I could put my little pinky there using a break between that card and the rest of the deck. So now I'm going to do the Tenkai reversal move, which is as follows. I'm going to use my right hand, which is holding onto this coin, to lift up on all the cards above the break. At the same time, I'm going to turn this hand face up, and at the same time, I'm going to turn this hand face up. You see that? So if we carry out those actions, it's going to look like this. It's just going to look like we've turned this half face down and this half face up. But really, this half is face up and this half is face up. So the only card that's face down is the participant's card, but they don't need to know that. So at this point, I'm going to smush these two piles together. This is otherwise known as a Pharaoh shuffle, and I'm still holding onto that coin in finger palm. So now as I shuffle these cards, I'm just going to make sure that their card ends up last. So their card ends up at the face of the deck. So now I could let go and show the cards to be very fairly being pushed in together, that the participant's card is going to get mixed face up into face down. So remember, you have this coin in finger palm of the right hand. So with that same hand, you're going to come in contact with the upper right corner of the deck. Now remember, this is being held by the ring finger in finger palm. It's going to come in contact with the right corner of the deck. Now my left hand is going to come under the deck, and my middle finger is going to come in contact with that coin. Now it's going to place it flat against the deck, but not for long, because then my ring finger is going to come back and hold the coin, so I could actually let go with my left hand. So it's being held there by my ring finger. This is going to take place as I'm going to swing cut the cards just like this. So the action is well covered because I'm apparently swing cutting the cards. Now as I coalesce the cards, I'm actually allowing that coin to get placed between the cards. And then in one action, I'm going to turn the deck to a face up position. So remember, at this point, you've just squared up the deck, and here's what the action looks like. You've slid the coin underneath, you're going to swing cut them, and here I'm just coalescing that coin between the deck. Now at this point, I'm going to take the deck face up, turn it face up, and I could put it either on a table or I could take the deck and place it in the participant's hand. It's going to be up to you and how you want to personally block this trick. But ultimately, you're going to reach into your pockets and feign looking for the coin that has now mysteriously vanished. And I love this part where you lift up all the cards and you see the coin there. So you see the coin has found a card. You could place these cards on a table, you could hand it off to somebody else, but ultimately you see that the coin has actually found the participant's card. So it's a nice way of revealing this coin to actually make a comeback for this trick, and it's actually had a use in finding the participant's card. And then of course the twist being that well, all the cards are actually now the same way. So the coin has not only found the card, but it's also fixed the mess of the deck. So I think the most challenging part of this routine is finger palming the coin the entire time, but I think it's well within your virginity, and it's well covered because you have the deck essentially to cover the coin. So right now the coin's in finger palm, but it's actually being covered by the deck. So you do have a lot of coverage throughout the trick. The only vulnerable part is when you transfer that coin to underneath the deck. But as long as you do it in a smooth fashion and don't make it look janky, well, you're going to be good to go. Talk about fun, right? Talk about fun. You can definitely play around different ways to present this trick. Of course, the grandfather's coin is a very cheesy presentation, but I think it's still one that could be novel in the right situation. But if you find the right venue, my friends, this is a great trick. Just make sure that there's no female within a 100-mile vicinity of the actual location of the trick, because if word gets out, then your action is pretty much compromised. So that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. Boy, I don't know how to leave this. Usually I have a little bit of advice. I went to the doctor recently, right? Annual checkup. Also had some miscellaneous chest things that I wanted to see what they are. Waiting for those results, right? Can't wait for that. I bombed at the doctor's office. I made a couple jokes. They didn't work. So might want to work on my material. Little advice for you guys. If you have little bits and banter, make sure that you work through them. Show them to your friends first before you take them to the audience of a doctor's office. So
I see you again, when 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 I see you again.